Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
This landing isn't that.
There it goes.
Alright, so if you guys just want to all come over here by the tents or whatever, it's fine. I can talk to you all. Alright, so just little intro. My name's Patches. I've been doing this shit for 2 decades now, a little over 2 decades now. Been gaming competitively since 1998. I've got over 1,000 hours on the Karma Cut Liberation server, almost 4,000 hours on Arma. Not that any of that matters, but that just gives you a little bit of background on me. I don't care if you've been playing this game for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There are some stuff that you'll pick up along the way. I started off on the Karma Cut Liberation server pretty much at its inception last year, May, early May, and was a part of the first campaign. I've been there ever since. I spent my first 3 months as a medic. About 2.5, 3 months as a medic. Actually, was this guy's medic. He was my squad lead, Smitty. Excellent squad lead. If you see him out there, he's real laid back, real chill, smart guy. He knows his shit. So you'll see him running infantry squads. You'll even see him running that 1-6 every now and again. So good guy. Anyways, from there we ran a little bit of QRF. We had a QRF team, 3-1. And then I've just kind of made Weapons Squad my home. So 4 squad, 1-4, 2-4. You'll find me in a Weapons Squad somewhere, usually leading it. Just want to start off by saying that there's more than one way to do something out here in the battle space, in life. So there's my way, kind of the way that I like to do it. I just kind of try to get everybody on the same page as the way that I do it. Doesn't mean that your way is invalid. Okay, you can find your own niche, your own way to do things. That's fine. Just kind of go through my gear a little bit for you guys. You guys right here won't be able to see it. I do have the live up on Karma Cut Discord, and if you want to check that out, you can. I'm recording this as well. It'll be on the video. So just kind of go through my gear. My clothes, I run pretty standard. Bandages, tourniquets, six tourniquets. Make sure you got enough tourniquets for yourself, and then I run 2 additional just in case somebody gets lost. Maybe some guy takes it off of him. Next time he goes to try to tourniquet, he ain't got one. He needs to be tourniqueted. Blah blah blah. Splints, I run 4 splints because I have 4 extremities. I have 4 limbs. And morphine, I run 4 morphine. I will stab myself with the morphine to get right so that I can fire. But I will let my medic know that I've done so that if I go down, he can do the things that he needs to do to get me back up, so I'm not asleep for 10 minutes. Okay? Don't hit yourself with 2 morphines within the space of 10 minutes, or you will pass out. Epinephrine, I really just carry that 1 on me now, just for the medic, just so that he's got 1 for me. I used to carry a lot more, but we can't jab ourselves with them anymore, so I don't. My rigging is all mags. I run pretty heavy on mags. I do a lot of shooting. I like a lot of targets. I like to kill Russians. So I run 21 mags in my vest, as many as I can stuff in there. Running the MK262 mags. They seem to do the best against these Russians for the time being, until we get some AP mags. My backpack, you'll see that I do have some additional mags in there, 5. I've got a bunch of different stuff in there. I carry a pack on me these days because we do some packing out there in the field nowadays. I run a micro dagger. You'll notice I run a micro dagger and a micro dagger GPS. Don't confuse the two; they're not the same. The micro dagger, the regular micro dagger, I'll go ahead and bring that up on screen. That's pretty much what I run. Whereas like your regular infantry and you guys are running a Android full time, I'm running that dagger there. Okay. and I can do certain things like the benefits of that for me is I've got bearings on there. I've got direction. I can see all the squad mates around me. Um, if they're different colors or whatnot, I can see where those guys are. um, I like the way that that's oriented rather than the way that the Android's oriented left to right. Okay, and because I'm squad lead, I also have a tablet on me, so I have both. So I do have that messaging capability. I can see ISR. I can see people's cameras. I can see all that stuff. So I have both. In addition, I have the microdagger GPS. Microdagger GPS, I can connect to my vector, and I can get a 10-digit for Savage or for calls for fire. So whether that be Cass or Savage or whoever it is. Just kind of back to the gear. So in my gear, you'll see that I do carry a different scope. I recommend people do that. I don't go to this one that often. It's more just for urban. If I'm clearing buildings, like a lot of buildings, big cities, I'll swap to it just because I won't be really doing a lot of zooming. Um, IR, make sure you have at least one IR strobe. Helmet cam squat. Command likes when you have a helmet cam so they can see if you're up. You're just ignoring them. Hunt IR monitor. This is the first map that Weapon Squad has had the capability of a Hunt IR munitions. So we've been kind of taking advantage of that, and I'll talk a little bit more of that about that. And I carry a good amount of smokes. There's a little bit of room left. I generally do not step off um, empty, so I'll fill that with whatever I need. And in addition to that, I might throw my monitor, my micro dagger in the vehicle if I have a vehicle or a crate, just so that I have it out there in the field with me later when I need it. Um, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as well. Weapon, I've been running this SR16. I like it. It's really just what you like out there. But make sure this is important. Um, if you're running one of these L-cans, I run the SU-230. If you're running 5.56, make sure you're running the 230, the just standard 230. If you're running 7.62, make sure you've got that 230A. Those are zeroed for those calibers. Okay, so
It does make a difference.
it does make a difference. If you got one of these guys, M72 Law, light anti-tank weapon, I refer to this as lat, right? So you'll hear terms like lat and hat. This is lat. This is effective up to 350 meters. Really, you can range it for up to 350. You can throw this thing all the way across the map if you're really good with it. Um, it will kill light armor targets like tigers, BTRs. It'll smack a BTR and pop that thing. So if this is all you got, make sure you got one. So make sure also in addition to that, you see mine has a peck on it. Make sure you put a peck on it, okay? Because you can't. That really will help you out at night, right? If you don't have the looms up or what have you, um, the peck can really help you. Um, so that's kind of my loadout. I run a vector and just kind of the basic stuff. For a watch, I just run like an altimeter because I don't really ever look at it unless I'm falling out the sky. So, um, talk about vehicle assignment. So vehicle assignment is handled by command. Command controls the vehicle. Six actual. Six actual is the guy you want to talk to. Then straight down the line, 1-6. Okay. So I like to kind of get that sorted out early. That way I know how I'm packing up my gear. Am I going to pack it up in a crate, or am I going to pack it up on your guys' backs? Right. So um, if we're packing it up on the backs, there's a lot of, everyone's going to need to take some extra belts. The ammo bearer is going to need to take a javelin missile because he can carry that as long as he has an empty backpack. Um, fire team leads are going to need to run heavy illumination. I prefer illumination over pretty much everything else because that's the thing that's going to help me. The only time I won't say, hey, don't bring illumination is like 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, daylight just broke. We probably won't need illums for a few hours, so we can get those in a resupply. But yeah, vehicle assignment. Find out early. You might feel like you're bugging 6 actual or 1-6. He probably doesn't even have the battle plan laid yet, but you're just trying to save time because you need to get stepping off a little bit ahead of the squad, really, of the platoon, really, or the company, even that. I believe, so that you can get dug in and set up there. You're not going out there first to engage the enemy and kill them first. You're going out there to get set up so that when the rest of the platoon gets out there, that you're in a good position to provide that support by fire. So that's your job, right? So we'll talk about crates. Before we talk about crates, I just want to talk about kind of just segregating your squad. This goes for whether you're in 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, what have you. Get your guys off to. You'll notice that and every fob they always build those tents. Then there's an arsenal crate right outside each tent. Get your guys to a tent. Get them centrally located together. They can help get each other's gear packed. Um, Even as an infantry squad, you have the ability to pack one of these crates behind me, one of these mixed resupply crates, right? Um, so even if you're not taking a vehicle or you're not going to carry this thing, you can pack the things in it that you need in the field, so that when you ring up Ogre later, or when you ring up 1-6 or 6 Actual and say, hey, I need a resupply, um, Ogre will say, yeah, hey, I got that crate that you packed up that you set aside for me. You want me to bring that one? And that's going to have all the things that you need. You know, your 249 belts, or the type of ammo that you run. Your medic could have put some stuff in there. Uh, your grenaders might have thrown some GLs in there. Fire team leads, whatever. So utilize your supply. Utilize getting your guys off to their own little area, and really getting on the same page with one another. Okay. Um, Really helps too when you have new players, because that gives them an opportunity to ask questions, right? We're always going to have a large influx of new players on the server, and that's a good thing. So just um, try to help them out as much as possible, and you're going to have to do a little hand holding at times. So just be prepared to hold some hands, and that way you can all kill the Russians as effective as possible, because we know they need to get killed. So we'll talk about roles. Well, before we talk about roles, we'll just talk about these crates for a minute. This crate here is a weapons team. Any weapons team, whether you're 1-4 or 2-4, you have the ability to pull this crate. You can take a look at them if you want. This one is the crate that we generally pull. We're only able to pull one crate at a time. So where we can pull one of these big mixer resupply crates, if we do that, it'll delete this one. So we don't want to do that ever. We just want this one pulled, and we want this one left um, near the supply depot. And if you don't know what the supply depot is, someone just ask somebody in game. We don't have one here at FOB, but it's basically where you would pull these crates from. Okay. If you take a look at what's in it, there's a variety of M136s, or the AT4, high penetration M136s heat, or this the that's a little bit lower penetration than the HP. The HP is about 500 millimeters. The M136, the heat's about 400. So still can do a good amount of damage. You've got the MAWS, which is the multi-purpose anti-armor, anti-personnel weapon system, otherwise known as the Charles Gustave. The Brits call it the Charlie G, or
Carl G.
Carl G, or it could be known as the 84. Okay, I call it the Goose. So if you got this on my group, you're probably, I'm probably yelling for a goose. I need a goose over here. So just pay attention to that. Stingers. We only have one stinger in our crate. That was reduced, so this crate might be just a little bit different. And possibly somebody had put some stuff in here, because these crates have been sitting here all day. But we only have one stinger with two shots for it. Okay. The Moz is going to come with 175. That's your tandem round. It's your big boy. It's going to be for hitting your harder targets, your main battle tank. BMP, it'll pop a BMP just nicely. You're going to have 355s. It's a little bit lighter, but you can do some damage to those main battle tanks and any hard armor with the 55s. And then you'll have some 44s. Your 44s are generally HE, so they're generally anti-personnel, but unless you have like a large grouping of infantry around you,